In 60 days, you could be that girl. Or you could be exactly where you are right now. It's your choice. But if you want to be more confident, less scared of judgment, more detached from external validation, and more consistent in the next 60 days, then this video is for you. Girl, I get it. I've been there too. And it's just so easy to wait for the perfect moment or just for the stars to align until you can finally start doing your thing. It's just so easy to keep saying, I'll do it tomorrow. Like tomorrow I'm gonna start building my dream life and I'll just wait until I finally feel ready. But the thing is that the perfect moment doesn't really exist and you might never feel ready if you just keep waiting for a feeling to suddenly pop up. Life doesn't wait and neither should you. Like, hear me out. What if you just gave yourself 60 days, starting today, to start changing your life? And the best part is that you don't need 60 days of perfection. You don't have to suffer for 60 days and be in your masculine era just so you can hustle and get stuff done. All you need are 60 days of progress, just doing something that will move the needle. Because the next 60 days could be the most transformative of your life, if you decide they will be. There was a point in my life when I felt completely stuck. I didn't love my routine. I was constantly overwhelmed. I was working a job that I hated. And because of that, I just didn't feel aligned. Not because I didn't have any idea of what I wanted to do with my life, but because I didn't know how to start and how to take the next step to actually start getting closer to that version of me that I really desperately wanted to become. What I feel like was very complicated for me to understand is how to change your life without sacrificing everything. Because the hustle culture, bro, alpha male vibe never appealed to me. I knew that on one hand, I wanted a soft life. I didn't want to be working 24/7. I wanted to have time for friends and family. Also, I wanted to do self-care nights and like going out for a coffee and just journaling. I didn't want the hustle culture, but I did want to reach my goals, for instance, of becoming a content creator, being financially free, getting an education. And the question is, how do you combine that? Because one thing was very clear to me. If I continue living life the way that I was doing back then, none of those things would happen. And it's crazy that you can be very aware of the fact that something is not working, but you can still not do anything about it. Like you just keep living the same way day after day and nothing changes. And I was constantly convincing myself that I would just start. I would start next week, or I would start when this thing is finally over and when I finally have time and when I finally get more motivated. But deep down, I just knew that I wasn't happy with where I was and that something had to change fast. One day I was journaling and I really asked myself the question that I feel like changed everything, and that was, if I keep living exactly like this, where will I be in 5 years? And will I be happy where I am? And the simple answer is no. And it hit me hard because it was very clear to me, but it also was kind of a painful conclusion. And that painful and very shocking conclusion made me finally change. I knew that I couldn't keep choosing comfort over growth, or I could, but then nothing would ever change. Because the truth is that being stuck and never changing hurts more than being uncomfortable for a little bit ever will. If you love videos like these, make sure to follow the channel and join the community of women who are becoming their best selves through the newsletter. You can find the link down below. Confidence isn't something you're born with. It's something you build by keeping promises to yourself. So, for example, if you say, I'll start becoming that gym girl tomorrow, you have to start tomorrow. There was a time when I thought confidence came from looking a certain way or having everything figured out. But then I realized that I was just being silly. Real confidence starts when you stop waiting to feel ready. When you start showing up consistently, even when you don't feel 100% ready yet. Confidence grows every time you do the thing you said you would. Every time you speak up when it feels uncomfortable. Every time you choose action over avoidance. There are so many different types of confidence that help you in different areas of your life, but they all actually rely on one thing, and that is having a strong self of trust in yourself. Like if you say, I'll go to the gym tomorrow, actually go. Or if you say, I'm gonna text that guy who's giving me the bare minimum, actually stop texting him. Yeah, you. And this is not about the gym or the guy. It's about just proving that your words actually mean something, that your promises are meant to be kept. If you say you're gonna do something, you're gonna follow through. Confidence isn't loud. It's not walking into a room thinking you're better than everyone else. It's walking in and not feeling the need to compare yourself to anyone. It's quiet and grounded. And honestly, it's built one small decision at a time. You don't suddenly wake up confident. You become confident through action and evidence. So if you've been waiting to feel confident before starting something, bad news, bestie. That's not how it works. You have to start first and then the confidence comes after. You don't just get confidence. You build it. And every time you do the thing that scares you, you collect some evidence that you can actually trust yourself. A few years ago, when I started changing my lifestyle and building healthy habits because I wanted to have a different lifestyle. I wanted to have a different life. I actually became more confident at the same time. It was almost like a side effect. And I learned that that is because I was keeping promises to myself. I would wake up early, go to the gym, I would study even if I didn't feel like studying. And I started seeing myself differently. I started seeing that I had potential, that I could trust myself and I could rely on myself. It wasn't about the outcome anymore. It wasn't about the gym goals. It wasn't about having like a perfect track record of waking up at 5 a.m. every single day. It was just about the proof that I could rely on myself. Because that's what confidence is. It's self-trust built over time. I feel like being scared of judgment is literally such a universal girl experience. I partially blame high school. Like, you could be minding your own business, living your life, and someone would still find a reason to judge you. Maybe because you're minding your business and living your best life. So girl to girl, people are gonna judge you no matter what. You might as well do what you want. I used to overthink everything. Like, think about the littlest, smallest details that you could have. I would think like, oh my god, what if people think I'm cringe? What if I sound dumb? What if people from my old hometown see this and laugh? And girl, they probably will, okay? They might. They genuinely might. But that is okay because you are chasing your dreams and they're not. They're still scared to chase theirs and they're just sitting there judging other people. And honestly, being cringe is the first step to build unshakable confidence. You just gotta lean into the cringiness. People will always have opinions, but their opinions don't pay your bills, don't build your dream life, and definitely don't define your worth. Think about the people you're afraid will judge you. Honestly, they're too busy scrolling and thinking about themselves probably. So next time you catch yourself holding yourself back because what will they think? Ask yourself, are they even thinking about me at all? Like, no joke, this is the thing that I would write down every single day in my 5-minute journal, like when I started social media. And look, every single person's main character era starts off being a little bit awkward. Like, no one's first YouTube video, first aesthetic Instagram post, first workout is perfect. And that is because you're meant to start from nothing. You're meant to start from zero and figure it out along the way. I mean, that's the fun part. You're bad at the beginning, but you know that you have potential to grow. And it can be fun learning things. I mean, just think of the most iconic person you know. She probably started out knowing nothing and being cringe and feeling awkward. But she did it anyway. And that's the important part. The hard thing to accept is that you can't do something different and stay liked by everyone at the same time. But that's okay. You're not here to be liked by everyone. You're here to be you. Well, let's talk about something that low-key runs a lot of our lives. External validation. You know that little dopamine hit you get when someone compliments your outfit or likes your post or says, oh my god, you're doing so well. Yeah, that. We all love it, and I feel like it has its good sides, but the problem is when your confidence depends on other people's approval, you start living for others instead of yourself. I used to be the girl who would post something and then immediately delete it if it didn't get enough likes in 1 hour. I used to have a fashion Instagram account, which I don't have anymore. It was so bad. I never actually fully gave myself a chance to pursue that thing because I would constantly delete posts and overthink everything. Like, girl, just chill and let the algorithm do its thing. And also, who are you posting for? Are you posting for yourself because you like fashion and you like aesthetics and you want to be that girl? Or are you posting for others and for validation from others? Or what I would also often do is overanalyze someone's tone in a text and be like, oh my god, do they hate me now? Because they just wrote okay instead of like okay with 10,000 Ks and 20 kissy hearts at the end. And if that's you too, then welcome to the club. I feel like we've all been there. But here's a realization that will change everything. You don't need validation. You can validate yourself. And if you validate yourself, you're gonna stop chasing other people's opinions and do things because they expect you to do certain things, and you're gonna stop overthinking your actions, and you're just gonna do your own thing. That is a beautiful thing. If you stop relying on other people's validation, you're finally gonna start living for yourself. Because when your happiness isn't tied to someone else's opinion, you start being you. You stop over-explaining yourself, you stop seeking permission to exist how you want to exist, and you start doing things because they feel good to you. Validation hits different when it comes from yourself. Like, even if no one noticed what you did, if you tell yourself, I'm proud of myself, that can mean a lot. And I feel like that is the real glow up, the real positive change. When you stop needing to be seen and start being proud of yourself. When you do things because you want to do them and you think it's fun. So from now on, your new motto is, if it makes you happy and it aligns with your goals, you're doing it. Even if no one is there for you in the beginning, even if you get like 3 likes on your first outfit post, people are gonna show up at some point. Your worth isn't up for debate. It's not something people can give or take away. It's yours. Let's be honest, staying consistent is hard. One day you're that girl drinking green juice, journaling, doing your 10,000 steps, and the next day you're horizontal, eating cereal out of a mug and calling it self-care. Unpopular opinion, but both days are valid. The truth is no one is consistent because they feel motivated all of the time. They're consistent because they learned how to show up even when they don't feel like it. If I would only be consistent when I would rely on motivation, I think I would be productive like 3 business days a year. The thing is that consistency isn't about doing everything perfectly every single day. It's about finding little systems that make showing up easier so that you don't just fully quit. So here are a few things that help me actually stay consistent and not just for a week. First of all, and I need my glasses for this, romanticize the boring stuff. Make your routine cute, light a candle when you're studying, clean your desk, make sure your gym outfits match and you feel like that girl, put on a cute playlist whenever you're doing anything really. Do anything and everything that makes you feel like you're the main character of your life, because you are. Focus on non-negotiables. Instead of trying to do 10,000 things every single day, choose 1 or 2 or maximum 3 things that you will do every single day that are gonna help you in a major way. This could be like going for a 20-minute walk just to clear your head, just to stop overthinking, just to move your body, or work on your project for like 30 minutes, read a book for 10 minutes. Think about the things that are actually gonna make a big difference in your life, and think about the fact that when you do something very consistently, even if it's just for 10 minutes every single day, it compounds. Do those things, those non-negotiable every single day. If you manage to do more than that, that is amazing, that is a bonus, but focus on your non-negotiables. That way you will still feel proud of yourself at the end of every single day, even if you didn't do 10,000 things and you weren't the most hustly person out there, because who cares? Honestly, who cares? Use the 2-minute rule. If it takes you less than 2 minutes, do it now, right now. Because oftentimes the hardest part is starting, and the hardest part is just procrastinating and thinking about things that you need to do and then feeling overwhelmed because you need to do those things, and then putting it off and then feeling more overwhelmed and then just like thinking about it. And then suddenly you ended up spending like half an hour or 1 hour procrastinating and overthinking something that would have taken you 2 minutes to fix. We don't want that. Track your progress visually. There's something so satisfying about seeing your streaks or just like ticking off boxes. Like, I love my habit tracker. Sometimes I feel like I might even do things just to be able to like tick it off. It's so satisfying. And let your routine be flexible. Even if you love planning like I do, and you make like a schedule for your day to be able to be more organized and to be able to get stuff done, it is amazing. But if something happens, you need to be able to be flexible, and you need to give yourself grace and do not overstress and not, immediately start spiraling because something didn't go your way. Even if something takes an hour longer or 2 hours longer, or you don't manage to do something one day, that's fine. You can always try again. You don't need to spiral and to think you lost all the progress and you need to restart from zero if one day you skip your workout. You just need to keep going. Like, give yourself the time to rest and then restart. If you do these things, you'll start gaining momentum. And momentum is more important than doing everything perfectly every single day. Because even showing up at like 60% every day will change your life more than showing up 100% once a month. So here's the truth, bestie. In 60 days, your life could look completely different. You could wake up feeling confident because you finally trust yourself to handle whatever comes your way. You could walk into a room and not overthink what everyone thinks of you because you know who you are. You could stop chasing validation from people, and you could finally be that girl who doesn't give up after one off day. Instead, you could be that girl who keeps showing up for herself again and again. The next 60 days aren't about being perfect. They're about proving to yourself that you can change your life one small step at a time. In 60 days, you could be her, or you could still be waiting. The choice is yours. And if you're ready to become her, make sure to subscribe and join our community of women who are creating their dream lives one day at a time. Your 60 days start now.